It's gonna explode.
3, 2, 1, and we're live, I believe. Hey, how's everybody? Hey, welcome back to Squatch Talks podcast.
How's everybody doing?
Is it working?
Yeah,
We're doing good.
same old technical issues, huh? Let me go on and make sure, but should be. Yeah. Well, actually, it says live in 112 minutes. What time did I set it up for?
Does
No,
it really?
I'm sure we're on. Okay. Today is February 3rd at 8 o'clock, so it should be good.
I don't have a
There it is. It's live.
Hey,
Notification.
I don't have a social media platform to look at it on. Sorry.
That's cool. Let me turn off my volume there.
All
No,
right.
we're good. So, welcome everybody. We are here at Squatch Talks at the headquarters. I gotta mute this thing. Why is that?
It's your phone.
That's my phone. Oh shoot. Got it. All right. So sorry about that. We're always still working out the bugs. And let me bring back up this screen so I can actually see where we're at. But Heather and I are here at the studio, and we have joining us tonight none other than Nathan Moyer, Pennsylvania. Hey.
Welcome back.
What's
Good to
happening?
be here. Good to be here.
Oh, it's great to see you. We're kicking off season 5. You believe it? So I thought we'd do a live premiere. And Nathan said, I'll jump on with you. And I said, awesome. So
Sure. It's great to do it once in a while.
Yeah. And that's what we talked about, getting out like we did out in the field that time when you came down with Brian. And Skylar also joined us. Yeah, that was pretty exciting. Art behind the camera. We got some good footage that night. No activity, but
There's something was going on before you got there. That's for sure.
true. Yeah, I think we were too close to the road though, ultimately, and some of the vehicles going past may have disrupted things. But anyway, I liked how that came out. That was what we've been talking about doing, right, for the last couple of years, getting out into the field, taking our viewers and followers with us and showing them what we do, right, in action. So
yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it.
Me too. So yeah, I'm hoping to get back out with you soon. I know the weather right now is not cooperating. Heather doesn't like the cold.
No.
Nor do we. Or our skin's getting thinner, I think.
Yeah, the blood is for sure.
So I don't know if we have anybody joining us. Hopefully we do. Oh hey, Patty's on.
Hi, Patty.
And Tom.
Patty.
Great to see you guys. Hope everybody's well. We missed you. And Heather and I have been holding up the fort here. I'm going to be heading out with Jacob tomorrow out into the forest. Heather's not going to join us. She's going to stay home and read her books. That's her new thing. But we're going to go out and look for the swamp monster, he and I. And I'm wearing the latest edition. Andy gave me this nice shirt. Heather and I gave New Jersey Pine Barrens. What does it say? Leave only footprints
like Bigfoot.
He designed that, and he's going to have them available at Pinelands Adventures. So if you want, you go to pinelandsadventures.org. And of course, I always like to get business out of the way right off the bat, Nate, because of attention spans these days. So don't forget to go to the Yeti Lair, yetibars.net, and remember to use code STP10 at checkout. And how much for free shipping?
$75.
75. That's the number. So yeah, I appreciate those guys. They're still doing a great job. I had Mike and Kathy in the other day, and they bought a Squatch Talks podcast bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love them. I mean, that red cedar shavings helps exfoliate my dry skin in the winter. So how's that for a plug?
There you go.
But and I'm drinking something different tonight. Usually we drink the Cactus Squatch, right, from our friends over at Black Rifle Coffee Company. Tonight, my friend Red dropped off a book for me a couple of weeks ago. The Bray Road, The Beast of Bray Road by Linda Godfrey, right?
Okay.
Really cool. Comes in the next week and he brings me a bag of this. The Sasquatch Coffee Company.
There you go.
And it's the Ape Canyon variety. So I'll tell you what, it's pretty darn good. I just may have to I'm going to contact the company and see what's involved in bringing it in here at Health Haven. Our other sponsor, Health Haven too, right? Helping you look and feel great inside and out. So, thanks for allowing me to shameful self-promotion.
Sure.
But now we can get down to Squatch talks.
So what's new, brother?
Absolutely nothing other than staying home and trying to just keep myself sane enough for spring.
I hear you.
I bought a hydroponic farm, so now I'm going to start growing lettuce in the basement.
Wow.
Yeah, we got 4 different kinds of lettuce and spinach. We're going to see if we can't grow that.
That's
we can
awesome.
Just keep trimming at it and have salads, fresh salads. Planted
That's
carrots,
awesome.
carrots and potatoes too in bags down here.
Wow.
Nice.
That's really cool.
Yeah, see what happens. Having a good time with that.
That's awesome. Yeah, I was thinking about putting something out back, some kind of like, what do they call that? The flower bed,
Like a raised,
yeah. And I have that green egg that we had talked about, so we're thinking we're putting some of the compost, getting that started. Be more self-sufficient.
There you go.
Hell, with everything going on in the world, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Learn how to take care of ourselves.
It's not getting any smarter out there. That's for sure.
I keep telling her, oh my gosh, right? But yeah, we got a lot of things up on the horizon. As I mentioned, we're kicking off season 5 with this episode, and sometimes we usually do our premieres live. That's how it seems to have worked out.
Oh yeah,
it's been 2 years though. I mean, that we started doing this. So I just again want to thank everybody for sticking and staying with us. We got a lot of new followers on our Squatch Talks Facebook page, so thank you for joining the fray. And NASBRO.net, and of course the NASBRO North American Sasquatch Bigfoot Researchers Organization on Facebook, over 3,000 followers. So
cool.
Hopefully we'll continue to grow and share our message with more people. Of course, Art's been out with us and helping out with a lot of the production value.
Yeah, good.
Thrilled to have him on board. Heather got me some nice things for the holidays. I don't know if I told you or not, but these are actually lavalier microphones.
Oh.
You may recall some of the shoddy audio and some of our field excursion audio and video. I mean, this is going to take our game up a notch.
There you go. That's cool.
And my daughter got me one of those fancy like Eric Mintel light bars to use when we're out filming. So we'll scare the Squatches away with this for sure.
There you go. That's right.
But it's pretty bright, I have to say. I mean, this sucker really cranks out some woo.
I bet.
Look at that, huh? Got some filters on it too. So
we'll have to play with our toys. You'll have to come up to play this summer.
Oh yeah. And the neat thing is, now that Heather got me the new laptop, I can actually watch my Hero Black 11 video.
I got him this thing like a year or 2 ago.
Really?
And he hasn't been able to use it.
Really haven't been able to use it,
So all the videos we took, they're all new now.
That's awesome.
So if you're watching, we're gonna step it up this year, folks. Okay?
We're trying.
I know.
Well,
I know tonight is not really evident of that.
no, we're having fun. We miss everybody.
But we just wanted to make sure you don't think we gave up on you. And I appreciate everybody commenting and joining us. And hey, our hero friend from the expedition in Pennsylvania is joining us, Charles, the hero, right?
Okay, yeah.
Thank you for joining us, Charles. And of course, I mentioned Tom. He's been on a couple of expeditions with us as well. So, Tom Byrne always
yes,
sends great questions to our email at
squatchtalkspodcast@gmail.com.
Perfect.
He does that to me. He throws it at me. I'm like,
He
oh,
always used to do that to me too.
yeah.
And she goes, I'm not Nathan. I don't know this stuff.
I didn't either.
She's getting good. I have to tell you, she's keeping me on my toes. That's for sure. You know, but hey, oh, got another Tom on. Hey, just wanted to, like I said, get season 5 kicked off because we got some plans. You know, we got some events we're doing this year, some speaking events, and also some vending events. On March 9th is the first annual Bucks County Paranormal, or Paracon, I think he's calling it. Eric Mintel investigates. It's going to be there with Dominic Sattel. We have a special guest speaker, Nick Pope. Remember Nick from History Channel's Ancient Aliens? Yeah. And our friend Bill Burns is joining us. He'll be a speaker, and Tom Carey, who's written more books about Roswell than anybody. Okay. And he's also an anthropologist. So he has his ideas about what Bigfoot might be. He thinks it was what did I say it was? Oh gosh. I always think of this Latin name, something robustus. Remember?
No.
I don't know, but it said mute over there. Nathan, can you hear us?
Yes.
I personally have to go with our friend Ben Christensen's theory on it, though. I really think Heidelbergensis.
Yeah, that's a pretty good.
I really do. I really think I'm leaning more in that direction than I was with the Gigantopithecus thing, you know.
Oh yeah, I don't get that one.
Yeah,
I don't think that one is, but
it doesn't make sense, you know. But Heidelbergensis might. And if you think about the the time difference, right? I mean, the last Gigantopithecus, I think, was 60,000 years ago in Asia, right?
Oh, I just read there's some, I'm gonna lie to you where it is. I think it's in the UK, but I'm not positive. 85-foot deep hole. They just found bones of Neanderthal and Homo sapiens in the same at the same level. So they were together in that pit. Yeah. But it's like it changed the timeline completely. It's only like 45,000 years ago now that Neanderthals were still with us. So
interesting. Well, I think, I don't know if we've talked about it, but there is new research, new data that's indicating that, the Homo sapiens are the ones responsible for finally doing away with the Neanderthals, right?
That's what they were thinking, but these were living together, and they said something about it may not have been. They found stone tools that they thought were more the Neanderthals than the Homo sapiens. Kind of changing history a little bit. I just read that somewhere. I can't remember where it was though.
Very interesting.
I wish I could. Wish I would have saved it.
Well, if you find it, shoot me the link. I'd be interested in checking it out, But yeah, I got some new books and some different things. I'm going to catch up on some of my reading over the winter months when we're not as active outside. But interestingly enough, I don't know if you remember our friend John Kay. I'm going to keep his anonymity in case he doesn't want to be public about it. But he's a PhD scientist that's been connecting with me over the last few years and sharing some of his research data. Okay. Came in to see us last Friday. What do you bring me, Heather?
A bag of poop and a pretty decent track cast.
It's not every day you have somebody walk into your shop and bring a bag of shiitake.
Yeah.
So I open the bag and I look at it. I say, it looks like coyote, And he says, oh, it's not coyote.
I tasted it.
And I smelled it. Smelled it. I said, doesn't smell like Squatch poop to me. I figured Squatch is going to smell a little bit,
You would think.
We're thinking about having it analyzed.
So then he says, well, I found this right up the trail from where I found this track. And he shows me a picture. And he says, I have the cast out in my car.
There you go.
He said, yeah, bring it in. So.
No, it was impressive.
It was a decent size track cast.
Yeah.
And the way he did it, he built a frame and put it on because it was in the sugar sand. Okay. So he built the frame and had it around, and then he poured the plaster into it. So he literally lifts up this rectangle of plaster. Okay. So this was fresh. I mean, from earlier in the day. And I measured it and took pictures and stuff. It was like 14 inches by 5 inches, which, you know, that's right in the realm of an adult female or a young juvenile male, you know.
Well, you could make out a mid-tarsal break.
And yes, that's a good point. See, that's why I keep you around, because you have all these things here.
It
It looked like there was a mid-tarsal break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really did. Unfortunately, there was it looked like tire treads going through the road also. So he only saw the one impression. However, it's possible there could have been a trackway that was disrupted by the vehicle, right?
Right.
So yeah, he actually was in this area though, based on information I had provided him of some recent activity that took place towards the end of December in the Pine Barrens.
Okay.
Because he kind of, hey, he was also doing some things that took him out of the loop for a while, you know what I mean? So he had reached out to me, hey, any new information you'd like to share with me? So I mentioned this to him, and that brought him back out and down into this area. Turns out we had a report come in to the BFRO's website right after the fact. I mean, literally, we got the report December 27th.
Okay.
And I reached out to the witness December 28th, and by the 29th, I was on the phone with him. I actually brought Jacob on the call with us, since he's a new investigator. And we did the interview. Sounded legit to me, sounded really credible. And then Jacob and I, a couple of days later, went and in person checked out the area, you know?
Yeah.
A road crossing at just as it got dark, around 5:15, right? He's on his way to his aunt's house, and this thing about 8.5 foot tall, all black, runs out across the road in front of his vehicle, about 10-20 feet in front of him. And
crazy.
He's in shock. He drives down the road a little further and pulls over and calls his mom.
You're never going to guess, Mom.
Yeah. So after he talked to his mother and she kind of calmed him down a little bit, he proceeded on to his aunt's house, which was only about another, 1.5 miles, 2 miles around the corner. Hung out there for a couple of hours. But then when he was leaving, he told me that he was pressing his key fob multiple times because he wanted to make sure that the vehicle was unlocked.
So he can get in it.
All right. And he drove home a little bit quicker than I think he did on the way in, with his windows rolled up tight, he said, because on the way in, he had the windows down a little bit, I think he had said. And I asked him if he smelled anything. He said, no, I didn't smell anything. And this thing glided across the road. That's his description, in 2 steps. Okay. And when he said glided across the road, that's really what piqued my interest, because that's a common thing I hear.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? And resembles what I saw too. It doesn't do that head bob thing like we do, as humans. So yeah, I was really shocked though. Jacob and I, Heather waited in the truck because it was freezing cold, but Jacob and I went all the way up and down where we suspected this thing had gone across the road, and we didn't find any track impressions.
No.
Which is unusual, but it was some corn. It was a cornfield at one point, so there was corn husks at the very edge. If this thing had, bounded across the road and landed on the corn husks, you wouldn't see anything necessarily, right?
Yeah.
2 days later, there had been some light rain, but also if it had proceeded down the road, it would have then gone onto a sod farm, and the sod farm would have definitely been less likely to leave track impressions, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
But
just
it's funny.
grass.
Yeah, it's grass. It's actually a farm I baled hay on as a younger lad. Yep. So I knew the area, and it's right up the road from other activity, and about a mile away from where we had the May 26th sighting that Melanie had on her way to early morning, our friend Tom's niece. Okay. I just found out today from Tom that his niece may have had another encounter.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even
Breaking news. Breaking news, folks. I just found this out today.
What happened?
Well, I don't know. I have to
Oh.
talk to her. But that's
It's just a
right.
teaser.
I wanted to say hi to Robert Belli,
Uh,
and yeah, he's on.
Hey, Rob, how's it going, brother? Woo! Wow, I wasn't checking. Sorry. Hey, everybody. But yeah, pretty cool stuff, you know. So that's some recent activity here in the Pine Barrens. And that's not even including Andy Giles' activity.
Right.
He's been out with his, the infamous Willow.
Is it Giles?
Yeah, I think it is actually. I always said Andy Giles, but I think he's pronouncing it Giles these days. Who made me
Right
this
on.
shirt, by the way. I'm repping the Pinelands Adventures. But he was out with Willow back in December and had a really powerful knock come from across the river that made both him and Willow jump. Okay. And on another occasion, he was just walking with Willow at night and he started filming with his camera. And you can actually hear as they're about to go around this puddle in the trail, you can hear from behind him what sounds like a howl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I have not had an opportunity yet to bring it up on Audacity and try to amplify it. But it sounded interesting. So.
Well, you guys are going to have to come up because I guess we should go investigate that report that came in close to me.
Love
And
to.
you guys always keep telling, even Brian said there's got to be Squatch around you. I don't see how, but I guess we'll have to go investigate that.
Oh yeah, your area.
I said I'd be up for that for sure.
Yeah.
Reach out to the witness, set it up, But I think there's a possibility. I know you don't really think so, but based on the green belts you have in your area, there could be some limited activity when they're moving from an area to an area. You know what I mean? Again, this guy John believes that their range of foraging is probably at 100 square miles, and that they move every, so often to a different area. Obviously, they're going to exhaust the food supply if they were to remain in one spot.
Oh yeah.
Right. We've talked about this. So interesting how things are developing though. So I forgot, I'm sorry. The poop that was dropped off, right?
Oh yeah.
I said to him, I say, you want to leave this with me? I have a guy. I got a guy, right? Remember?
Yeah.
Joe? Right. And he's an eDNA scientist down in Maryland. So right off the bat, of course, I thought of him. But John didn't want to leave it in my hands. He wanted to drive it down personally. I said, hey, I can't just put you in. I gotta check
He
with
didn't
him.
leave you the poop?
No, he didn't leave it the poop. Not like this is the same guy that had told us about the poop at Whitesbog, and Heather and I, he'd gotten some
We found
idea of where it was, and sure enough, I found it, brought some home, and I put it in our fridge.
I thought he meant the basement fridge. And one day I was looking for something and I'm digging around and it was in our refrigerator. I'm like, is this the poop that we found?
Yep.
And he was like, yeah. And I was like,
Get rid of it.
Get rid of it now.
Had I known I'd have a guy, I would have hung on to it downstairs, but
you could have put it in the basement fridge.
I feel like an idiot now. But because that poop was big.
That was really
a big pile, and it looked like, poop.
Yeah, like it should look.
Like it should.
Yeah.
I was telling one of my customers about the story at work, and he was like, there's bears out there. And I was like,
yeah, I know what bear poop looks like.
Yeah.
It's got berries and seeds in it. You know what I mean? It's pretty.
It smells like pepper.
No, that's grizzly bear. Grizzly bear poop has bells in it, and it smells like pepper.
That's right.
I love that one.
Pepper spray.
Pepper spray, yeah. And you got to wear a bell around your neck when you're hiking in the Northwest Territory. But anyway, so I spoke with Joe, and he was very willing to have John contact him, and I was able to share his information. So hopefully they'll set something up and we'll get it tested. But I think you might recall I had found at K Pond, I was out with Art. I had found some tracks during the day, and then Art and I had gone out at night to do some follow-up. And the pond was even more shallow after the forest fires, that raged through there. And we found the tracks that I had only found a couple on the edge of the pond. There were now a track way across the pond. So I had filled up a glass vial with water that I took right out of a foot impression. And, there was probably some mosquito larvae in there as well.
Mhm.
But I used my nitrile gloves. Everything was on the up and up. You know what I mean? Put it in a bag to keep it from any contamination. So I asked him about that. And he says, "Oh, absolutely. Even though it's October when you found that, I still think it's worth checking." So he's sending me up a box of these swabs that they use in their eDNA collection.
Ooh, cool.
So we'll have extra swabs
That's
as
really
well.
cool. Mhm,
All we got to do is dip it in
mhm.
and then close it up and send them that.
Nice.
Isn't that cool?
You gotta get
Yeah,
out there and
that's
find
good.
some DNA, babe.
So we got to go find some more eDNA.
Yeah. Just if we can just get one to lay down and push it in his mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
come here.
Well, and I told him, I said, because John had used a plastic spoon to collect the scat in the bag, paper bag. Okay. I said he's probably going to need to collect some, do a swab of his, mouth to
Yeah.
eliminate that contamination,
Yeah.
Yeah. These are all exciting developments. I got to
Yeah,
say,
that's cool.
It is. It really is cool. And I mean, shoot, what else? Well, with like I said, with all the new gear and equipment and stuff, hopefully we're going to have the ability to use the drone. Somebody was asking me about thermal drone. I said, yeah, you want to fork out $2,000, we'll upgrade the camera to thermal.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Right?
Heather, you'll buy one of them for us, won't you?
You might, Rabbit.
I'm broke. I may as well. I mean, give you my
Yeah.
last of my money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't have any.
Hmm.
Although we might have to come down to the Pine Barrens and go have a little fun because I think I just bought a yellow Jeep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
You had a yellow Jeep, though.
Yeah, I think I just bought that from Tira.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no way. Ah,
So that'll be fun. Rip the doors off, take the roof off. We'll go drive around the woods.
be like
That'll be
we did
fun.
with what's his name?
Lex. Or ugh.
Dax, right?
No, it
Not-
wasn't
not
Dax. Lex.
It was
Forget his
Lex.
name. Laz.
Laz. Yeah, he had a Jeep like that. Froze our asses off.
Yeah, it was racing.
It was
Yeah.
on Pine Barrens expeditions.
No, I wouldn't do that in the cold.
But no, man, we're excited. I miss you guys so bad.
Oh, absolutely. No, that's cool. So everybody's well. Waylon's good.
Oh
Getting
yeah.
bigger. Just did another birthday,
That was
right?
my crystal.
Yeah, he's two. Yeah, she's doing good. She's going down to the Penhurst thing and
Yep.
always with the scaring people and going crazy with that.
Well, we
She's
saw her
moving
She
up the
scared me.
ladder too. Yeah, she's moving up the ladder too. She's
Oh, wow.
she's there all the time. They did some haunts and stuff in the summer that she did. Yeah, she's
That's
I
awesome.
I saw they're doing something for Valentine's Day
Yeah.
or something. Yeah.
Yep, yeah.
And
Took
we're
a
not
bunch of
going?
empty bottles down there. Yeah, they've been decorating. She's down there all the time decorating.
Hey, Mike Young, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, and Tom Carroll too.
And Tom Carroll. Well, you already got a shout out, Tom. I was mentioning Melanie, her recent sighting. We're gonna have to find out about that. Well, yeah, Mike Young on his unicycle. He's been out there doing some stuff. And who else? This is awesome. I'm thrilled to have everybody joining us tonight. This is great. But yeah, I'm talking like some real exciting stuff happening. We got some guests that we lined up that we just have to kind of coordinate their schedules, including Mike Famelant, who's doing another tour of the whole Bigfoot thing
Yeah,
again.
he's out there.
He's out there putting his information out there.
I never got to meet the guy.
You haven't met Mike, huh?
We've passed. He was at an expedition and I showed up late or something like that. We've crossed paths, but we've never actually met.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and Ken Gerhard, of course, he agreed to come on, right? And he's out there doing the circuit.
Hey, Greg.
Yeah.
I mean, constantly. Greg, hey, buddy. So yeah, he's willing to come on. Also, we just kind of finalize details, and he's actually talking about starting some kind of online course, like a Bigfoot 101 thing.
Oh yeah.
Does that, he's going to want to put his info out there, obviously. So that'll probably pretty much seal the deal that he's going to want to be on as many, places as possible,
Yeah, get the word out.
right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to June though, getting to meet Ronnie LeBlanc and
Yeah.
potentially Ron Moorhead up in Sayreville. I think that's where it is. It's near there anyway. We're not doing it at the same place this time. We're going to be moving it to a bigger venue with more parking.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of parking at that house.
There was not a lot of parking.
Yeah.
And
This place is less haunted.
less haunted. It's a firehouse, I think. But
The haunted part was cool.
oh, I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
We got some good activity on the meters that night.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty neat.
Honey, you're not doing your job as far as
Oh no.
she's my social media monitor. Supposed to
Oh,
tell me if
She's not
anybody
monitoring the
commented.
situation.
Mike's talking about some action he's getting every night.
Oh yeah. That's cool.
Ah, yeah. Well, that's because Tom mentioned that Mike has his kinetic expedition
oh, nice.
coming up in June, which is great. What's the dates? Tell us the dates.
Oh, I'd love to go up to Connecticut. That'd be so fun.
Oh, and he's got his Insta 360 camera. That's always fun, Mike. We gotta try one of those out. But yeah, that's another event we're doing in June 1st. Mike O'Connell, one of our buddies from Michael's Plot, is putting that on again. So Nathan and I actually did the first event that he put on. We were the speakers for that when we kicked things off, and just keeps getting bigger. I'm actually not speaking this time.
Well,
Nope. I'm just gonna be up there with the Squatch Talks, setup, promoting the podcast, and
okay.
probably have some trinkets for sale,
Maybe some t-shirts by
some
then.
track casts also. I'm gonna have some track casts available if people are interested, and hopefully some more shirts. I'm just, Andy's gonna help me working on some designs too.
Good.
I got some friends that are more creative in that sense. Tell you, it's tough. It's tough, being employed or running a business and doing all these other things and managing a podcast at the same time.
Oh heavens, I'm sorry.
Right?
Yeah, it's
Andy
not.
did a good job on these, I'll tell you. The material's great. I love how they came out. So I'm thinking of using his production company, Who else we got joining us? I'm squinting to read. Should put it this way. There we go. That's better.
So any stories from up your neck of
Yeah, he had a story.
your neck of the woods?
He mentioned that there was a report that came.
Yeah, let's hear
I
them.
didn't really do any research on it yet. He doesn't give a whole lot of detail. He gives it's very
Limited.
very limited. Yeah, it's just some of the facts, and I don't want to talk too much about it until I go really look at it.
Right.
Right. No, that
You
makes
know what I
sense.
mean?
Totally. Well, we did all the follow-up. Okay.
Yeah.
Jacob and I on the report that came in to our area in December. And I submitted it to be published. And decided I got to talk to this guy, and reached out to him. Ultimately, he told me that he thinks the guy's not credible and that he was making up a story. So I don't think it's going to get published.
Oh well.
Which is cool.
It's his
It's
website.
It's his organization. It's his prerogative. And I responded with why I felt it was. So we'll see. But again, that's cool. I did what I had to do. And in my opinion, he was a credible witness. And I'm going to count it as a report, as an encounter in this area, right?
No, I would. For sure. That's for sure.
I think so. And it kind of goes along with the then John finding this track cast and potential scat not far down from where this event took place, right?
And about the same amount of time, right? Or about the same time frame.
Yeah.
So that just adds to it then, yeah.
So Mike Young's expedition in Connecticut is June 6th through the 9th, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes. And they have like 6 researchers in Connecticut now. Wow. That's about what we have in Jersey too, I think, all totaled. Pennsylvania doesn't have that many though. Right?
No, I have no idea who's in Pennsylvania anymore. Not active. I know there's 3 investigators right here in this house, but
Yeah, well, that's true, but taking a little hiatus.
yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, but you still have access to the flats, so
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yes, and it's about time for me to go too.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's about time for me to go. Just wanted to
go to
pop in
bed.
and say, yeah.
Go to bed.
I just wanted to hop on and say hi.
I appreciate that. That's awesome. Well, you know what?
And
People have been, asking me, where's Nathan? How's he doing? And Brian, So it's absolutely a pleasure to have you join us.
and I figured too, it'd be more fun to ask you to come up and look at that report that I got here in person. Well, in Zoom person.
In Zoom land.
As good as it can. Nah, you know me. I'm always down for it. I don't need much excuse to come up and see you and Terry and the
Yeah.
family. So,
Yeah, then maybe we'll go to Cabela's, see how long it takes to investigate. Maybe then we'll drive up to Cabela's.
get you that new
All right.
tent.
Let us know.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hey.
sounds good.
Awesome.
All right, love you,
Well,
man.
we love you, and thanks for hanging out with us. All
Yeah.
right.
Thanks for having me back. See ya.
Hey, give Nathan a big hand.
Bye, everybody.
Love you.
Love you too, man.
So, Heather, let me adjust the camera a little bit. Get on there. Get your lovely face on the camera. Hey, everybody. Well,
Hey,
we are excited. Season 5, you believe it?
I know it's crazy.
Well, hey, I mean, I'm calling it season 5, even though it's only a couple of years we've been doing this. We had like almost 20 episodes every season.
Yeah.
And legit, full length features, and so we're gonna do more shorts. We're gonna start getting out again into the field. I'll maybe record something tomorrow with Jacob. Looking for the swamp monster, by the way.
I really want to go.
How does that sound?
That sounds really fun. I
That
really
sounds
want to
cool.
go, but I don't think I'm up for an 8-mile hike.
It's 4 miles.
4 one way.
No, it's 2 miles in, 2 miles out.
Oh.
Okay. But hey, we're always game. So if you do have anybody you hear having any activity, please don't hesitate to share us with them or give them our information. We're happy to talk to them. Okay.
Yeah.
We're having all kinds of fun, and with the new gear that we just recently acquired over the holidays, hopefully we'll be able to hear what we're doing out there.
We're recording.
Okay. And bring it on here so you can enjoy it as well. With the new laptop Heather got me, I can do some really nice editing, and I'm not using it tonight because I didn't want to screw up the audio with Nathan. I wanted to make sure you were able to hear us good and didn't have any technical difficulties. Okay, but something's good, I can then take it and do some editing on the other one, add pictures to it, add other things. One thing we didn't talk about with Nathan, which I really think is interesting, is the on the BFRO's Facebook page, Matt actually posted something about the paranormal connection with Bigfoot. And I couldn't believe it when I was reading it the other day that he actually posted this long thread
about that.
About what he calls the paranormal trifecta: ghosts, UFOs, and Bigfoot, right? And how people, lots of, like thousands, he said, credible individuals are reporting having this type of activity, right? And I was always flesh and blood, right? Always a big F&B guy. But over the last few years, I've opened up my mind to the other possibilities. And I'll tell you what, being out with some of these other guys, some of whom are in our chat room tonight, know what I'm talking about. Robert, right? Tom, Mike. I mean, we've had some strange shit happen on our expeditions.
Yeah.
Let's just put it right out there.
Definitely.
Yeah. And things I have no idea how to explain. Okay. Including the headlamp looking orb right across the trail from me. We've had, oh my gosh. Well, of course, UFOs, that's nothing common in New Jersey, the Pine Barrens, right? It's just, you never know what's going to happen. So, hey, I noticed also some people posting on some of the social media about attending one of these expeditions, right? I haven't set any dates for the Pine Barrens yet. I think Larry's got something going on in North Jersey. Mike obviously has an expedition planned on Connecticut. I never get the invite to come up to Connecticut. I don't know why that is, but
Yeah, Michael.
Mike, we love you. But no, I would love to come up to Connecticut. I hear there's some cool stuff happening, and I know that Frank and Fran are up there and having some great activity.
He said nothing happens to me. I just get stuff thrown at me.
Yeah, well, that's okay. We don't mind that. I enjoy having rocks thrown at me. We live for that stuff. Remember when Larry was leaving up in where were we? New York. New York, right?
I wasn't there.
We were leaving a lake late at night, and Larry's team wanted to head out and head back to base camp. And he radios me and says, "Hey, I got a rock thrown at me." I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
I want to go out that way, you know. And then part of my team wanted to leave and go down the other trail, and they had some weird stuff happen to them with a couple of, you know, owls fighting in the distance. And then they smelled a strange smell also when they made the turn getting back to base camp. Weird smell, like fungus and skunk blended together. But yeah, we've had some really exciting things on these BFRO expeditions. So if you've never had the opportunity to attend one of them, it's 3 nights, 4 days. You show up and you bring your gear, and you get to see how this is done, you know. And I remember, heck, my first one was 2008 in Pennsylvania, and I don't know, I've lost track of how many I've been on.
Oh yeah, but like most of our friends are from the expeditions.
Lifelong friends, like Nathan and I are like brothers, you know. I mean, and we're in touch with our other brother from another, Brian. He's busy up in New York, still doing well. You know, I mean,
Tom Carroll,
all these guys, you know. Tom takes us out to the Ohio Bigfoot Conference. In fact, the DNA guy that I mentioned, he's going to be there with his brother. I say, hey, maybe I'll come out and crash in your room.
nice.
I invited myself. Why not? Right? We're just one big happy family.
Yeah.
Right? But that's
No,
what we
it's
did with
cool, man.
Tom and his son-in-law. Rob.
Yeah, he thinks Bigfoot's afraid of him. Yeah, get him,
Who thinks?
Mike.
Yeah. Well, you're kind of scary. That samurai chatter.
Cycle.
No, it's the samurai chatter. He does that probably.
Oh yeah.
We need to get him together with Jacob.
Oh yeah, that would be crazy.
That's what I'm talking about. Get Mike and Jacob doing the samurai chatter together. That would be awesome. We got to make that happen.
We're gonna make lots of things happen this year.
We are. We're gonna have a great year this time. We're gonna have a lot of fun with you guys, and gonna get out there and put some of this new gear to work. The lavalier mics work great, by the way, and I got a new camera. Art's on board with me. He's great at the production stuff and has a lot of interesting tales. I hope you checked out a Pine Barrens Bigfoot episode with Art Mack. And him and his family are in our thoughts, of course, and prayers, because his father recently passed. And so we want to just send our love and thoughts to him. And we're keeping him in our thoughts and prayers, of course, because we want Art to be well. And, you know, so if you haven't already seen, there's a GoFundMe on our description always, okay? So if you can help out in any way, greatly appreciated. Of course, where do we go for our merch, honey? Spring?
Oh, Spring.
Teespring, whatever they're calling themselves
Spring now.
The descriptions will be below afterwards, after I edit everything. Shameful self-promotion.
Shameful. And
what do you want to do?
Yeah.
What do you want to do this year?
I don't know.
We got a Mr. Buddy tent heater, right?
Yeah.
You're
Won't
looking
be cold
forward to staying warm, right? And guess what, Patty? Guess what Eric got? I got one of those carts like Eric.
Yeah, we did get a cart.
I got a cart.
To make life easy.
Not as good as Eric's.
No, I got it at Walmart, but
yeah, we get it at Walmart. They get it at Cabela's.
Well, I figured we could test drive this one and see how it goes.
I think we lost Patty. He hasn't commented, but hey, if Eric and Patty are listening, we love you guys.
We love you guys.
And yeah, it's just we're gearing up. You know, winter time's a little bit slower, but like I said, Jacob and I are getting out tomorrow. If we have anything or we have anything to report, definitely we'll hit you up and put it out there. We're just having, like I said, a lot of fun and enjoying always getting together with you all. So hopefully It's Saturday night, right? Hopefully, this was an enjoyable part of your Saturday night. And don't forget to share and like and
Subscribe.
Yes, that'll help us grow the channel. But sharing it really does. Commenting absolutely helps. So thank you, everybody. I don't know. We've been on for about 45 minutes, so that constitutes an episode for me. Maybe I'll get some stuff and put some added material in and re-edit it and put it back on our video page. But this will stay on the live segment. Hopefully the audio sounded good. Tom usually lets me know if we don't sound good. So I appreciate all your help and all your questions. Heather, you got anything you want to add?
Thanks for squatching.
Thanks for squatching. Hey. Love you guys.
Love you.
Stay safe. I gotta end it over here too. I always forget how to do this. Oh, I gotta go over here. Hang on. I gotta push this button. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Where is it? Live streaming. Good night, all.
That was good.
Good job. No, that really was good.